So John McCain was probably the most seriously wounded, injured POW who actually was able to come home and live through it, from the capture part and the ejection sequence. He was in almost a full body cast there in the early days, but he was in the Hanoi Hilton, and I was too. So they called McCain in and said, you know, you're going to be going home, we're releasing you. They were going to release 3 guys. McCain said, I don't think so. I'm staying. So they sent him back to his cell to think it through. And he came back and same thing. Nope, I'm staying here. Now he had talked it over with some guys next door, and they said, you know, sick and wounded, and you're pretty badly wounded, and you ought to think seriously about going home. You could go home, and it's okay. One interrogator that said, I'm your friend, and you know, we just need to know this information, it's harmless, you know. And then the bad cop guy says, you know, you fill this out or you're gonna be punished right away. And then the good cop comes back in. My experience was what we call the humane torture, where they put you in stress positions to make you almost torture yourself. And then when you didn't do it, then they would just kick you and beat you until you got back into the stress position. All 1969. And when that leadership changed and the new leadership said, well, let's treat the POWs differently. I got to write a letter. 6 months later, I got my first letter. They stopped the torture so that we walked out of there 3 years later in good mental and physical condition that we came home. You don't give up until it's over, because you can still win.